And good morning. It's Friday. Here in the borough of Jewett City in the town of Griswold in the state of Connecticut on planet Earth. Right, boys? I want to say hello.
Jewett City, planet Earth. Yeah, that's right.
I want to say hello to all of you starting to file in already and listening on the SNSN app. And, of course, the gentleman here on Retiree Row.
That's right.
That would be us.
That'd be Paul and Chris.
Yep.
Retiree Row every single Friday morning, every damn day.
With age comes wisdom.
Hey, good point.
See that?
So
That's T-shirt philosophy right there.
You got it.
the first thing I hear this morning when I come in, the retirees go, God, please no politics. Please, can we just ask Chris anything?
It's like it's like getting kicked in the jimmies over and over and over.
Yeah, they're like, no. Paul's like, please, I don't want to talk politics. I just don't want to do it. I don't. Chris is like, what did I miss? What did I miss?
The blessings of being retired.
Oh God! I'm telling you, this has been one hell of a trip this year. This has been, one hell of a trip when it comes to town politics. It was going fine
It was very well.
for a while,
That was
and
actually
all of a sudden, then the bottom falls out.
up to about 48 hours.
It's like, come on, folks, really do better. Do better. I got some stories to tell you. Yesterday was an interesting day. So it's also Ask Chris Anything Friday. That's Chris. He wants you to ask him anything.
Yep. If I don't know the answer, I'll make it up.
Uh-huh. So that is this morning. Ask Chris anything. If you have any questions, just pop it right in the chat room, or you can even call us if you want to and talk to Chris personally. But people don't do that.
No.
They don't do that. They just troll.
Nobody calls me.
They just troll. They don't.
No.
Actually, I do have a stalker that calls me all the time. He wants to update my vehicle warranty.
That's
Same guy, huh?
That's it.
It's a female. I get a call from a woman.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. I feel bad for you, Paul. No, Paul, that's your ED medication.
Yeah.
It's sent discreetly in the mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We come to my house too. Here's the first question
Oh, boy.
for Chris. It's good morning.
Ooh,
That's
true.
That's from Scott Fryer. He says, good morning. That's your first question today.
The answer would be true. It is a good morning.
All right.
Yeah.
Woke
Scott,
up,
thank you for your question.
I woke up 6 feet above the ground instead of 6 feet below the ground.
Well, really, a lot of people don't go in the ground anymore.
That's right.
It's just dust in the wind.
No. You know what we haven't talked about?
What's that?
We have not talked really hardly at all about Plainfield.
Oh, about Plainfield.
And-
There's nothing exciting about Plainfield.
There's nothing really
What the
going
hell?
on.
There's
The election in Plainfield's kind of like, yeah,
that's right.
Okay.
eh,
It's fine.
That's not news.
yeah, and it's like, Mr. Cunningham, do you think you're going to win another term? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's it's just kind of lax over there in Plainfield. Like, yeah, whatever.
yeah.
You come to the polls a Tuesday, whatever.
I think Kevin's going to win in perpetuity. He's going to just. If
All
he's-
right, then I'm going to put it out there right now, along with you. My prediction, well before Election Day happens, your first selectman in Plainfield again will be Kevin Cunningham.
I think it's going to be close.
Kevin Cunningham will be your first selectman.
I think it's going to be close.
Okay, you
Yeah.
said close to what?
Well,
close to a slaughter.
You know, there's only 6 people that live in Plainfield, so the 3 that vote, it's going to be 2-1. So I think it's going to be close.
Okay. Sure. Let's see. Angel says good morning. Angel's in Plainfield.
Hello.
Hello. T is in the room. Is it Ask Chris Anything Day?
Why, but of course.
See? Your reputation precludes you.
Mhm.
Here's a question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
it is.
All right, all right.
And the reason it's a sandwich is because there is bread on both sides. Yes.
Okay. All right, makes sense.
It depends on the toppings that you use.
Mhm.
If you use jelly or peanut butter, then typically it's not so much a sandwich as a cluster sandwich.
A cluster sandwich. Okay. Which is not officially a sandwich, right?
That's right.
All right. All
But
right.
the question was, do you use a hot dog? And where the hell did you come up with the peanut butter or jelly?
If you have a hot dog and you
With
put
peanut
peanut
butter
butter
and
and jelly
jelly?
on it, that's not so much a sandwich as an abomination.
I'd like to ask him a question.
Okay.
I
Oh,
want.
Go
sure.
ahead.
I'd like to know what your feelings are. You're a filmmaker.
I am a filmmaker. I try to be. I play one on TV.
Okay. What about this big thing that happened on the
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
Rust film set with the accidental shooting? What's your thought
With
on
Alec
it?
Baldwin.
With Alec Baldwin.
Well, I'll tell you, me and my partners did have a lengthy discussion about this. All kidding aside,
Over a hot dog sandwich?
over a hot dog and peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, beautiful.
And, there's a couple things that go on. First, this was a calamity of errors. It wasn't a finger pointing at one person saying, well, you screwed up, which is what the media is trying to do. They're trying to point one finger at one person and say, well, it's all your fault. And it's not. For so many things to go wrong, to end up with a loss of life like that, it's amazing that it even happens nowadays. The other thing I'm going to say is that with CGI now, the way they can put anything in a set without it actually being there, using green screens and digital screens, it's asinine to even have a gun on set. Mike, you know about editing. You can
Yeah.
make somebody say anything by just changing the words around in the
Right.
recording. It's the same with CGI. We can put anything in your hands and make it look like you have a gun and that it's firing. Doesn't even need to be on set. So I think if Hollywood is headed in any direction, it should be that no live guns or no real guns are absolutely allowed on set.
Why was there real bullets? If you're using prop guns, why would there be real bullets even next to them?
Well, exactly. That's why I say it's a
Yeah.
calamity of errors. Someone decided that they needed live bullets on set. After the Brandon Lee thing,
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
it's just a travesty to even consider having live guns on set.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what the outcome.
And that's my 2 cents
Yeah.
worth.
Well, you're a filmmaker, so
I can say that Platinum Gear Productions will never, ever have a live gun on set. If there is a real gun, we're going to fill the barrel with lead.
That was scary. I guess I don't do that and I don't even understand it, but I don't even, why would they even have a live gun anywhere near us?
That's what I
Mhm.
mean. Yeah.
Right. And the final step in this, why would you ever point a gun? I don't care whether it's live or not. Point a gun at a living human being.
Right.
No.
Because I heard
I wouldn't even do that with a cap gun.
Yeah.
No.
But I had heard a lot of times what they do is there's some kind of a wad of cotton or something that they put in there to simulate the sound or something. And if you're within a close proximity of that lot of cotton, you're going
Mhm.
to get hurt.
Right.
And, if anything, you should be at least 20 feet away from anybody shooting that wad of cotton if you're going to do that. Because I listened to a couple of experts in the explosive area.
Mhm.
But yeah, so
Yeah, but at this point in
Maybe-
the evolution of movies, you don't need a gun.
no, it was surprising. I don't know who made that decision, but well, it's over now, and I think more lessons will be learned, and I think we'll find more rules and things related to any kind of filmmaking that you can't have a lifeguard on set.
Hmm.
You know. So,
I think it's a mess.
It is. It's a calamity of errors. There shouldn't be one person that's held responsible for this. There is a long list of people that should be held responsible for this.
Did they end up filing charges?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Let's see. Tammy says Alec was told to aim it at the camera, and she was close to the camera.
Yeah.
That's her comment.
Yeah.
But where would charges? Who would get charged?
Well, right now they're looking at Alec Baldwin because he not only was he the
Like
star of the show, he was the executive producer, and I guess
okay.
he fostered a hurry up and get it done crew on set.
Okay.
Well, as much as I dislike him, I mean, he's going to have to live with this for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a tragedy, and unfortunately, it happened to him. But as much as I don't like him, it's it's something that happened.
Well, this
to him.
goes beyond not liking somebody.
I know, but that's I don't know. We're pretty tough to live with.
Yeah. I don't know if I could know.
Yeah.
All right. Ask Chris anything. That's another great question. Anybody have any questions for Chris? Right over here on Retiree Row. It's Paul and Chris.
Yeah,
But can't ask Paul anything.
I don't know anything.
No, can't ask Paul.
Nope.
Paul only has one job.
Paul has one job, and he still didn't do it.
Nope.
He still didn't do it. You want to do your job, Paul?
We don't do it. We're Friday.
Let's do it.
We do it. We do.
No, we're not.
This is how we do it.
Oh, while Paul goes ahead and looks at that. Oh, hold on, Chris. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
What's your favorite wig in your very large collection of wigs?
Ooh, that's a tough one. There are just so many. The Elvira one is always nice because it kind of flows down my chest like that.
Yeah, that is sexy and
yeah.
sassy. Yeah.
I do have a Donald Trump one, although I only wear it out when it's windy. Other than that, yeah, no, those two really are the top two in my collection.
Mhm.
But I
Okay.
do have a vast selection to choose from. The one I'm wearing right now, as a matter of fact, is from Ron Howard.
Ron Howard. It's a
I-
Ron
I-
Howard collection.
That's right.
Is it from the Happy Days Ron Howard or the Opie Ron Howard?
Yeah.
Oh, this is definitely past that. This is Ron Howard, the producer.
Oh, he had no hair.
Right, exactly. That's where I'm going with this.
All right.
Are your wigs made out of horse tails or below the tail?
I don't know, but they're attached to a horse's ass.
Oh my god. Oh my god. T says, I approve of your answer.
Well, thank you, T. Your approval means so much to me.
Oh, goodness sakes alive. Are you ready for the whole political season to be over?
Oh, what season to be over?
Political.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. We got
Oh.
what? We got 3 days. Well, maybe first will be Monday. Second, well, it's just coming up. 3 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
ain't that special?
Well, Monday we're gonna have a show Monday morning, which is going to be how do you vote if you don't know how? How do the registrar of voters basically wants to go ahead and give all the information possible on how to vote. If you don't know how to vote, if you don't know how to register, because there are 7,900 registered voters in the town of Griswold.
Yep.
A little more
Wow.
than that, a little more than 7,900.
Yep.
And Jennifer Gauthier, who's one of the registrars, wanted to come in and say, hey, let's talk about, getting registered. How do you do it? How do you do it on election day if you need to? Because the main concern is just to get people to vote.
Traditionally, what is the population that actually votes of the 7,900?
Well, it depends. It depends on the election.
Okay.
To be honest with you, you're going to get more people that are going to come out for a presidential election
Mhm.
than just a municipal.
So if we hit double digits, we'll be doing good.
I think if we had 1,000 votes at all,
Out of 7,900.
yeah, you're going to be. That's
You know what that tells me?
bonus,
6,900 people don't have nothing to say.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. I mean, Paul, you and I have talked about it a ton of times that if you didn't vote and you complained about something you don't like, you ain't got nothing because you didn't get out there and vote.
Right.
Even if the, I don't care if the vote didn't go your way. At least you said something. You said this
Right.
is what I want. This is what I don't want.
Exactly.
You don't answer those questions. You don't go to the bell. So
So I don't know. We'll see. I
because
guess
how many times do we say it?
No, it's a long time.
Yeah. Or you go to a meeting and
There's
somebody's
nobody.
got a complaint, and we're listening to them going, "What? Were you at the meeting? No. Oh, all right, shut up."
Yeah. How many Facebook warriors are out
Well,
there that are
see-
screaming about this politician or that politician? And then when it comes to the voting day, they sit at home in their pajamas.
And there's plenty of time to vote. I mean, the polls open at 6 a.m. until 8 p.m.
Well, the other thing too is we hear a lot of bitching about candidates.
No.
No, that's,
No.
no, not where I'm going.
All right.
People say, well, that's the same person gets in all the time.
Yep.
Well, if you really want to become part of the town, put your name out there that you want to be selected as a candidate to be on some board or to, but people say, it's always the same people. It's a relative of that one. It's a relative of this one. Well, if that's the case, then get involved and get your name on the ballot and change it.
I'm going to run next time on the I don't give a rat's ass ticket.
Bryant or T, who was very active this morning,
You go, T.
says Paul for president.
Oh, yeah.
Paul for president. There we go.
He'll give the State of the Union address. Today's weather is going to be one job, Paul.
I gotta put on my bomber glasses.
Um,
Okay, man.
Paul's on the Public Health and Safety Committee. He's the chairman of the Public Health and Safety Committee.
That
Commission.
explains a lot.
Yeah, that's it. Don't go out at nights. What's the big to do with public health and safety right now?
Well, what we're doing is we're writing a pandemic plan to be used by the town. Take the state one and break it down into a smaller one that could be used for the town. So we're working on it. We're taking the other plan and chopping it down and make it smaller.
Mhm.
And just, have it work with the town. Because there's a lot of things in the state when it doesn't apply to the town.
How are most of the businesses in town reacting to the COVID restrictions?
There really aren't any COVID restrictions. Think about it. What restrictions do we really have? The officials in town said it's up to the businesses to make the decision whether or not you wear a mask when you go in there or not.
What about the schools?
schools are different? I mean, I think the schools are mandated by the state. So
I think they're mandated by federal,
yeah. So there's not,
and a lot of it is because some of the grant money that they received.
yeah.
They have to follow certain rules.
We'll give you this money if you make the kids wear masks.
Yeah, pretty much. That's one of them.
I mean, it wouldn't come under us anyway. It wouldn't come under health and safety.
No,
Be superintendent of schools.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I had a dream last night.
Uh-oh.
No,
that the-
no.
That's
Wait,
a famous
is
saying.
that dream? Is that the dream where you're dressed in Egyptian gods robes and 1,000 naked women throwing little pickles at you?
Yeah, and you showed up in your Elvira wig.
That's right.
Yeah.
Why is it I'm the only one that has that dream?
I wonder he was late this morning.
That's right.
Oh my God.
He was picking up all the little pickles off the floor. Elvira.
Boom, papa, mow, mow. I used to think, how low can that guy get? Oh, geez, mow, mow. I was gonna make a point, and now you totally threw me off. Totally threw me off.
We're talking about dreams.
You had a dream.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
I remember this. It was pretty vivid. And somebody was telling me, and I don't know who, But they said COVID is done.
Really?
Yeah, COVID is done.
That was me. I was actually in your room.
You showed up.
It's where I go to find my Shangri-La.
That's not all you're looking for, but
Every once in a while, I just whisper things to you. Mike, COVID is done.
I don't think so.
wait a minute, that's Poltergeist.
Oh.
I did. I'm not kidding you. I had that dream. All I remember is somebody saying, "COVID is done." Okay,
That's wishful thinking.
All right, thanks. Moving on.
maybe that's my subconscious. Because I don't know how often do I really talk about COVID
I know.
anymore.
No.
It's like it's not even
Right.
relevant.
Right.
Even though you look at the infection rates in the state of Connecticut, the daily infection rate, they've been below 2 every day for 2 weeks, except for one day.
Yeah.
Even yesterday, I think it was 1.77. Before that was 1.88.
Yeah.
So, but I think here's the thing that they're looking at is that last year, same thing happened. The exact same thing happened. And as the weather got colder, the infection rates went right on up again.
Yeah,
Yep.
but we're down now.
People are locked indoors.
Same thing like last year.
Yeah.
No, last year too. The infection rate went down, that also went
Yeah.
right back up again.
More people being locked indoors because of the weather.
Well, keep in mind though. A lot
Gotcha.
Of,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people now got shots this year, even the younger generations. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're going to find a spike like you did, last year. I think it's going to not be as bad. Seriously.
Okay.
I mean, that's
Oh,
just
I hope
my
the
own-
hell it's not.
I
I
think
mean, I'm not hoping for it.
I know you're not, but that's just my opinion because more and more people are getting shot. Of course, there's
See,
a lot of
now-
kids not getting it.
I'm just the opposite. I think it's not going to change that much. I think the infection rate is going to stay the same. I think the number of deaths will decline
Yeah.
because the vaccine is supposed to not make you immune, but make you, if you do get the COVID virus, it's supposed to make it less
Less
potent.
effective.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think the number won't change as far as infection rates go, not by much, but the number of deaths I think will
Yeah.
go down drastically.
Oh well, we'll see.
Well, let's hope. But yeah, that was a weird dream I had. COVID is done.
Well, maybe that'll dream that'll come true.
Had another dream about the grizzled election.
Oh, here we go again.
Is that the one where you dressed an Egyptian god? Rose?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, 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 no,
Whew.
no. Yeah. Had a dream. I had a dream.
Was it COVID that was done?
No,
No.
no. I did had a dream. Okay, maybe because it's weighing heavy on my mind.
Yeah, I could understand that.
I don't. I'm not running for anything, but somehow I get thrown smack dab in the middle.
Yeah.
Because
of
you're a public
things.
figure.
I don't look at myself that way, man. I
Yeah.
really don't.
You're on the radio show. Of course you're a
Yeah.
public figure.
No, I don't. I never did. My ego is not that big.
Half-dressed women are flocking to the doors.
No, you know what? Put it this way, or as speaking of which.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Whoa,
That took a
what's
turn.
No.
What kind of dream was this, Mike?
No. You talk about like half naked women flocking. No. But here's something I don't understand. One of the big things that are going on, and it really started during the pandemic, so I think people are just wacko, is that the big attraction, or one of the biggest pieces of attraction for women that they were talking about, is guys having what they call dad bods. Okay.
That's me.
All right. Dad bods, a little bit of a belly and a beard, right? Well, I think I got a dad bod.
No beard.
Oh, tattoos. That was
Huh?
the other thing. I got tattoos, right? But no beard.
Mike should grow a beard.
It's all about the damn beard. It has nothing to do with the tattoos. It's got nothing to do with the dad bod. That's what I'm figuring.
I actually had to shave half of my beard off to beat them away.
So yeah, apparently it's all about the beard. The rest is just a ruse.
Wow.
Yeah, but I did have a dream about the election, and I was no kidding though. I always get thrown smack dab in the middle. It always seems to happen. 2 years ago was a battle that I didn't think I would face because I never had a problem at all. The battle 2 years ago was, well, we didn't have enough airtime compared to the other party. So I'm not going to say who was what. And really, the person that was complaining actually had more time than anybody, which was found out. So there's that. So I'm thinking, all right, last year, oh, good. Brian Lanew's running, very cool. Heather Summers is running again, very cool. Nothing really, was very limited, as far as local stuff.
Right.
But here we go again. And every single 2-year cycle, I find myself in the middle of a damn shit show. And this is no different at all. And go ahead.
Controversy is your middle name.
No, yeah, but I didn't create it.
I know.
I didn't create it.
Yeah.
I just kind of sit back. There's one thing, Paul, that nobody can say about you and I when we have guests in here, regardless. They can't ever say that we sway one side to another.
No.
It doesn't happen. We're right on that line. We're not about sensationalism. We're not going to go ahead and try to put a video up on social media, just to get clicks, just to get views. No, the goal is to get information out to the voting public. Much like this year, it was the same thing. We wanted to showcase the candidates to the residents so they can make a decision. We leave it up there am I looking for a pat on the back? No, we just happen to have a forum that we can reach people and stuff, because I really think both parties need to jump up into the new millennium, as far as how do you promote an election?
Right.
Okay. All right. Look at what everybody does, or it has been doing for years. They've been doing the same thing. Signs, newspaper ads. Well, Chris, let me ask you on Ask Chris Anything.
Sure.
Do lawn signs make you or help you decide on what candidate you're going to vote for?
Now, I'm going to say they shouldn't, but from what I've researched, they do. As far as advertising goes, people tend to vote for the last name they see.
Mm-hmm.
The people that don't know anything about the candidates.
Okay.
They tend to vote on the last person they see. So do the signs make a difference? Sort of. But at the same time, you can't tell what a candidate is like by a yard sign.
Yeah.
That's my feelings.
Paul, do you have a thought on that?
That is true. I mean, I agree with you. A lot of people, and there are plenty of signs around. One yard has this side, the other next yard has this side. So they're everywhere in town, that's for sure.
And chances are, if you see somebody for Board of Finance on one party right next to them, you're going to see a party, someone from the other party.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So is that helping? I don't know.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Right. So there's really no way that either party is using to say, they'll do a Facebook Live or something like that. But if you put it on Facebook Live and that you have 200 people that follow the page, you're not really, or 500, you're not really getting out. You're not really getting out at all.
I did notice that a lot of candidates this year are putting their pictures up and a description of them on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time I see it this year. If you scroll through from both parties, there's a picture that tells them what they're running for, and
Speaking of Facebook, that's another conversation.
Well, yeah, but
They're changing.
yeah, they are.
To
Metaverse.
metaverse.
Yeah, metaverse.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's another conversation altogether.
Did you see that he wants to turn the world into Ready Player One?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Ready Player One, where you He's already introduced this virtual meeting thing where you can create this icon of yourself and go to meetings, and you can actually look at this person and converse with this person and interact with this person. He's already created that. He promoted that a couple months ago on Good Morning America.
Hmm.
Now what he wants to do is he wants to put games inside of the metaverse where you can go, you can log into the game as your icon and go participate in games.
So-
Okay.
That's Ready Player One. That's the movie.
Oh, so what wig will you be wearing?
Probably my Mike Minarski wig.
Great.
Yeah,
It still has hair.
that's right. It's got
All right.
that windblown look.
Daryl says, I like the people that have like 40 signs in their yard. It's like a Pokemon game to them, I think.
It reminds me of the flamingos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I got
yeah.
flocked.
Yeah. Yeah. Flock you. I gotta say, Daryl is pretty much spot on when he says it. So to be honest, Daryl,
There
you're
seems
funny.
to be an awful lot of them out this year too.
There's an awful lot of Daryl natives. From the healthy computer to you,
Yeah,
School Street, Jewett City.
yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
There are a lot of signs though.
Stay healthy.
I will say this as far as politics goes. I think politicians are to be held accountable for their election methods. I think that instead of lifting people up, they'd much prefer to knock people down. And I think that type of commenting and that type of action is leading to society as a whole doing it.
Yeah.
You know, we watched our presidential political candidates just tearing each other apart instead of praising them for whatever good they may have done during their lifetime.
Yeah.
And society is right on board with that. They would much rather tear people down than to lift people up.
You're absolutely right. Spot on.
Yeah.
I'm having a good day.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Way to go. Way to go, Chris.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Is it breakfast time yet?
No, almost time. So anyway, like I said, I find myself in the middle of crap again. There are some things that I certainly don't agree with at all. And there are things that I do agree with. And I think this is probably the same of everybody. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm on my own, my own island by myself.
Right.
Because a lot of people, I think, go through the same things. Either, they pick and choose what they agree with.
I think all the voters are responsible for making informed decisions.
Exactly.
Do your research, do your homework.
And see, my thing is you can't do that with a lawn sign.
Right.
Okay. Let's look at newspapers. Are newspapers bad? No, I don't think they're bad at all. But people get their news differently now.
Mhm.
This is not 1982. This is 40 years later. We have all evolved into different things.
The number of medias that you can get information from has grown tremendously.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And everybody's got a podcast.
Not me.
Everybody's got a podcast, So, yeah. So there's that every year.
Oh, yeah.
So how do you get the word out, right? Well, you try to get it out there and let people talk, But then there's the BS that comes along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Should I get into it now, or should I wait?
I would wait.
You wait. Okay.
Yeah, I would.
Tuesday, we're gonna have a ball. Not Tuesday. Wednesday. We're gonna have a freaking ball on Wednesday.
Mike will be singing na 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 na.
We'll see who's on the island of relevancy and who got kicked off. That's all I'm gonna say.
We will see.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Daryl just said, but and this is the main reason is that social media killed the radio, killed the newspaper star.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Basically, By the time the newspaper comes out, it's already old news.
Yeah.
People want everything. They want to consume stuff digitally in seconds of it happening.
The local
Yeah.
the local
Yeah.
one that comes out here is always a day behind. Everything
We
is
can't really do anything about that.
I know.
Mhm.
It's always
You know?
a day behind. Because if you look at the one from the other part of the state, not the other part of the state, but the other part of a couple towns over, that's right on point.
But-
Hold on. Let's call a spade. You're talking Norwich Bolton versus New London Day.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm talking about is their printed version. They both come out the same day. They're a day apart.
Yeah.
Do they have digital media? You know, and I think they're both spending, especially the Norwich Bolton. They're focusing more on their website more so than on the printed product.
Mhm.
Because the printed product is what,
Way-
8 pages now?
Oh,
If
Yeah.
that.
way behind.
Yeah. Well, 6 of those pages are advertisement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing that I think towns need to look at. High priority. When you have to, I guess right now, when you put out a legal notice, it has to be printed in the newspaper.
Yeah,
Okay.
that should change.
That needs to change.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, 40 years ago, okay, what did you do in the morning? You go downtown, maybe get a cup of coffee
Yep.
or whatever, or on your way to work, you grab
Grab-
a coffee and a newspaper. There were some gas stations that you would go there and they would give you gas, and some would give you a newspaper just for showing up.
Right.
Right.
It's not like that anymore.
No, readership has dropped tremendously.
Oh yeah.
I think it has, but I think where people read from has changed.
Oh, absolutely.
And the other thing that has changed is attention span.
Oh, yeah. They want the soundbite. They don't want the whole story.
Exactly. It's everything's in 140 characters or less.
Mm-hmm. The other thing about social media is it is masterful at manipulating the truth.
Well,
Well, yes,
You know, just take a
but it's people that are manipulating the truth, if they're doing that at all, and they're the ones posting it on social media.
right. But we were talking about sound bites. If I say, this is true, a simple statement, this is true.
Yeah.
It's up to the people to now with their social media to go through and figure out whether or not what I said is true. To be able to figure out what I said is true, they have to go into social media and they have to do their own research. But that research is so muddled now that there is no way they can prove or disprove what I'm saying.
Right. Paul?
yeah, no, I agree. I mean,
Say it spot on. Good. Good. I'm spot on.
Chris. I mean,
I think there's a lot of things that you say on social media, and then you can go run and hide just basically by turning your screen off.
Right.
Right. However, if I said some things that I've said on social media, I may get punched right in the face.
Yeah.
But now you don't have to be, now you're not held accountable because you can just say it and run.
true. Well,
You know what? We've had one. Look, we've had one just recently where
somebody
we got an email.
Yeah.
About I forget what it was about. Oh, something that you said.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
All right. Something that Paul had said, which was actually taken out of context,
Right.
and sent him a very long letter of basically trying to correct you.
And it wasn't even that.
It was a
Right.
soundbite. They took a soundbite out of what Paul was saying.
They didn't. They
Yeah.
totally, completely out of context.
It wasn't even related to
Right.
what was. Yeah.
So they wanted this person wanted us to talk about it and change that. And Paul said that to me, and I said no.
Yeah.
I said, write this person back. You can copy me if you want to, but tell them to call in or come in and tell us exactly what you felt is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. We can go ahead and we can have a conversation that way because we sure as hell don't want to be misquoted again.
Right.
So if you did it wrong the first time, you think we're going to let you do it a second time? No, we're going to give you an opportunity to make it right. Some people can't do that.
Right.
So what happens? We waited. And we waited. And we waited. We got nothing. Nothing. No response to that. Nothing.
They ran and
Keyboard
hid.
warrior. All right. And honestly, folks, this is a non-elected member of town hall.
Yeah.
I have no problem saying it, but you know who it is, but we'll just leave it at that for right now. But it's a non-elected person.
Oh, well.
You got something to say? I mean, it's okay. We're big boys and girls. We can boys and
Girls.
Hey,
Charlene.
we can converse
That's the
with
way it
anybody,
is.
you know.
Christine.
Christy,
And look, and how many times if I'm wrong, I've said, "Yep, I'm wrong."
never.
That's cap right there, buddy. Because I do. I come out and say, "All right, I was wrong."
Well, see, you took it the sound bite. I was actually saying, never have I ever seen you do that. But you just took never.
Never, yeah. But you know, I'm wrong sometimes. I try to watch what I say, so I'm not. But sometimes I get up on my soapbox and I just lose my shit.
Well, you have a right to your opinion.
Yep.
You have a right to what
Yeah.
you have to say.
But I don't want to use this platform to sway anybody.
No.
All I want to do is give people food for thought.
But at
And
the
then
same time, you shouldn't restrict your opinion if it's asked.
Right. And that's why we do this in a public forum. We get more people on this show than they do at a town hall freaking meeting.
That's because we're more entertaining,
I don't know what it is, but we get a hell of a lot more by tenfold,
especially on Fridays.
you know. Especially
Well, a lot of people want to get that knowledge
You
from
know?
Chris.
Yeah, that's it.
and you know one thing that I think COVID taught people, elected officials, organizations, private business, is that you can go ahead and you can hold meetings virtually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, especially with, you know, town meetings. One board of finance meeting had so many people online.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see the number of people, because people were participating, you know, from their homes, their offices, or whatever. But since it was easy for them to log in
Yeah.
from where they were able to participate.
Right.
Because how many times have we heard, "Oh, I can't, I'm working.
Right.
I can't show up to the meeting.
Right.
You know, I got this to go," or, you know, there's
It's too
Parent-
cold out.
or it's parent teacher conference night or whatever.
It's too cold out.
Or it's too or it's too hot.
I want
or-
to sit at home in my
Well,
pajamas.
I mean,
Yeah.
businesses have been holding online meetings forever.
Mhm.
Let's face it, before Zoom, there was Skype.
Yeah.
How many,
Yep.
you know, how many times were businesses holding meetings via Skype? Because, you know, some businesses have employees all over the world.
Yeah.
And what do they use?
Yeah.
They were using Skype at the time.
And before that, it was phone conversation.
Phone conversation.
Yeah.
So this is nothing new. It's just about time the municipalities and town governments finally caught up to it.
Yeah, and I think more and more businesses finding out, going, "Oh crap, we could do this for as an everyday
Right.
thing."
Mhm.
Right.
I think the insurance industry is gonna do business in a totally different way, you know, internally going forward.
Right.
Do I think, I really honestly think those big tall buildings in Hartford, they're gonna become something else, because even call centers.
Yeah.
Call centers, the representatives are at home.
Mhm.
Most of them are still at home.
Right.
Right.
In their pajamas.
Right. And productive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I used to-
90% of them are in India.
I
but
used to work home.
No. But some, I mean, there are different countries that, you know, have call centers and stuff like that. But still, but even then, they're at home too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I hate this tone arm here. This microphone. There we go. Maybe that'll help. But these representatives are at home. They're not going to work at a facility with that costs a lot of money to insure, to heat, to cool down.
Right. Yeah. It makes it a lot easier for the employee too, because if you've got some kids at home, small kids, now you don't have to have people babysit them. You know, you're right there
Mm-hmm.
because usually a call center comes in, a call comes in, and you answer the call in some kind of sequence. So
Yeah.
Either way, you're on your cell phone ignoring your kids.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Good afternoon, ABC Corporation. How can I help you today? Wait a minute. Johnny! Take out the freaking garbage! How can I help?
the only thing you got to watch out for is to make sure you got something on the bottom.
That's right.
I don't know. But I think, you know, those big buildings, and I think COVID was the beginning of the end of the big city.
Mhm.
Well, you kind of seen that because a lot of people are moving out of the city into, you know, look at Griswold and the amount of people that have moved in here.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the people that are working in Boston that have moved out of the city.
Look
You
at the influx of New York and New Jersey state plates coming through Jewett City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to change.
Yeah.
When COVID goes away, property values are going to drop again because not as many people are going to be buying.
So sell now.
Because people don't feel like they have to split.
Sell now.
Right.
But there'll be some. I really do. I think the big city is going to.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Just look at even around here. Look at big box retailers. Look at shopping malls. Everything's changing.
Yeah, going down.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
little mom and pop store. They're I don't know. They're having a harder and harder time surviving.
Yeah.
Because of rising costs
And can't get the product.
and can't get the product as of right now.
That's
Yeah.
the other problem because they're small, where the big time
Mhm.
box stores are getting them rather than the small mom and pops.
Right.
Back when Walmart here at Lisbon Landing first opened, they were $100 million store. Now, if they're doing 40 million, it's a good year.
You know what?
Well,
I don't care. You know, I'd like to see people downtown do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why aren't they? You know, here's the thing, and here's the mentality, and this is the thing that really makes me scratch my head. Is there was a post in Grizzled Now?
Okay.
Surprise!
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Okay.
Hey, I like Carl Lucier. Carl is a great guy. He's got a lot of crap he's got to put up with on that board. So, and Phil and Rich and those guys do a great job. But the post is where do we get? I need to know where I can get Grizzled Wolverine shirts and attire. Okay. Well, there are local people that sell it. More than one.
Yep.
There's us, for example. We sell it.
Yep.
But it's the school store. They have it. You know, if you buy either from them or from us, part of that goes to Project Safeguard from us. And if you buy it from the school store, well, then, you know, the school's making the profit too. No brainer, right?
Yeah.
People aren't even talking about that. They're saying, hey, yeah, go to Walgreens. Go to Walgreens. They got stuff there. How about the Dollar General? Dollar. Holla.
How much is this?
Yeah, exactly. Or, oh, yeah, Target has Grizzled Wolverine stuff.
Do they?
These people aren't local.
Yeah.
Shop local. And people will say, you know, oh, I do. I shop local all the time. And, well, if you do, and the first thing you say is, hey, I get down to Walmart.
Yeah, they're big local.
You're putting somebody out of business every time you do that.
I'm going to shop local in about 10 minutes.
Breakfast.
I'm going to buy eggs and bacon and
So, like for example, we have stuff. So, there we go. Oh no, those are my puppies. No, that's Howie and Henry. Wait, hold on.
that's not the right picture.
How about this?
Dun, dun, dun.
Like there's a GHS shirt. You can put your graduating year on. The Rainbow G hoodie. Nobody has done that.
Mm.
It's, you know, to celebrate, you know, LGBTQ.
Mhm.
Ready?
Oh.
Oh, look at that. The Town of Grizzled t-shirt.
Oh,
Yeah, it's got the Grizzled seal on it and everything.
Yeah.
It's the official Grizzled
is that
t-shirt.
short sleeve or long sleeve?
It's short sleeve or long sleeve.
Oh, you can get either one.
You can get
Yes.
long sleeve t-shirts?
Yeah. Yeah, who cares about it, right? And then here's one that's coming back, and it's going to change up a little bit, but this is the I guess the prototype. It's the Grizzled AF t-shirt coming back.
Yeah.
Always friendly.
Oh, friendly.
So it's going to be changed to.
You know what AF supposedly means, right? Yes or no? Do you know?
I forgot.
The first word is
I
as.
know you told me.
Yeah, as all right.
Yeah.
So we had a Grizzled AF t-shirt 3 years ago. Boy, did I catch a lot of heat because it had like a kind of like a honey badger. We'll just say it was a honey badger, on the picture, and it said Grizzled AF. Oh my God! Then I had somebody say to me, well, you're taking something, from the school system, and
It's vulgar.
it's vulgar, and you shouldn't be doing this. And I'm like, well, okay, what's vulgar about it? It's F, AF. Well, you know what that means. No, I don't. What does it mean? Oh, you know what it means.
Artificially formulated.
No, I don't know what it means. You know what it means. I said, tell me what it means. It means as. I said, no, it doesn't. I said, get your head out of the gutter. Well, then what does it mean? Always friendly.
Ta-da!
Artificially formulated.
There you go.
Right?
Right.
So there you go. So I don't know. I don't understand people. We have one more comment before we say goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Oh, Paul, as forgetful.
Aha.
And that was brought to you by Plainfield First Selectman Kevin Cunningham.
Kevin.
Kevin, I don't know if you listened to part of the show, but we were talking about the state of Plainfield politics, and it's like the Plainfield election is going to be like, yeah, all right, well, get on vote.
I think we ought to do something.
Yeah, we're not going to lose now.
We need to
Not
make it
possible.
exciting.
Board of Selectmen? Yeah, it's not changing.
Let's do something to make it exciting.
What?
I don't know.
But my prediction in Plainfield is Kevin Cunningham will get reelected for another term. That is my prediction.
It's going to be a close call.
Should I make a grizzled prediction?
I think you can make the prediction on Wednesday.
Yeah. Stay away from it.
Be the bigger man, Mike.
Be the bigger man.
I don't know if you can be a bigger man, but
Shut up. All right. God.
breakfast time.
All right. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. I think some people thought we were going to go certain places that we did not go. But what do you know about that?
We
did.
insinuated.
Have a good day, everyone. We will see you Monday morning.
Bye.